So some YouTubers may have to pay a fine up to around 40 grand a video due to the FTC. I just want to explain to you guys what's going on because it's kind of important and what would happen to my channel and these other YouTubers doing these family-friendly content. I think a lot of them are in big. And I might not be able to do drama videos anymore, so again, watch this video until the end. So let's just get into the drama. Basically, COPPA is a Children Online Privacy Protection Act. Basically, they protect children on the internet from people collecting their information, personal information and stuff like that, right? YouTube was doing that. Was collecting children's personal information. YouTube always bragged about that and always told themselves in.
The FTC compiled a whole bunch of statements from YouTube as a part of this fine where representatives tell advertisers things like this, quote, "It's the #1 place for kids' online content." And, quote again, "YouTube is today's leader in reaching children ages 6 to 11. Guys, come on. YouTube is unanimously voted the #1 website visited for kids. It just keeps going.
They got taken to court and there was like a settlement.
The FTC fining YouTube $170 million
for violating COPPA, the Children's Online Privacy and Protection Act, which was established way back in the aught days of 1998.
Of the YouTube platform determine whether child-directed content is being properly designated as such.
Who are violating the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act.
YouTube basically made an agreement after telling everyone that, you know, we should make family content, you know, basically rewarding kid family channels. That's why a lot of family channels like the Ace Family and all that was blowing up, right? Because YouTube started to focus more around that. And obviously YouTube was making a lot of money from kids' content. After YouTube wanted us to do all that stuff, they basically thrown it back on us, and now we are at potential risk getting fined around $42,000, $530 per violation per video, according to the agency. However, the FTC considers a number of factors in determining the appropriate amount, including a company's financial condition and impact or penalty could have on its ability to stay in business. There's a lot here, guys. There's so much information. Basically, I have to choose if my channel is for children or if my content is for adults. Obviously, I've never been a family channel. Yes, I have changed certain things like getting rid of swear words and stuff just so I don't get demonetized. I really didn't care about being a family channel. I consider myself an adult channel, like MA 15 plus. I don't know, they have that in Australia, but basically an adult channel. Young adult, old adult, whatever you want to call it. So I've always considered myself that type of channel. But anyway, these are the things that they are considering children content. Children or children characters, popular children programming or animating characters, play acting or stories using children toys, child protagonists engaging in common natural play patterns such as playing, acting, all that weird stuff, popular children's song stories. My face swaps should be good because they're not cartoon, they're like me, you know what I mean? It's kind of like adult content, if that makes sense. But anyway, let me get to the point. You have a choice and you have to choose that either your channel is for kids or your channel is for adults. If I say my channel is for kids, which it isn't, but the Prince family, the royal family, some of those channels kind of have to make a choice because they're considered kind of like kid content, you know what I mean? Family friendly content. If they choose that, basically, these are the bad things that's going to happen to your channel. Let me read it out to you. The ability to comment will no longer be available on the watch page. Likes and dislikes and subscriptions on this content will not show up on public lists. Overall, viewers will have minimum engagement options with made for kids content on YouTube. This will definitely affect family channels content in a big way, guys.
Due to FTC regulation, child-directed content can no longer monetize through personalized ads. They are considering expanding this regulation to include any content that a lot of kids like to watch on YouTube. This includes lots of things, like videos about sports, trick shots, science, education, cooking and baking, video games, fashion and beauty, comedy, pranks, families, music, vlogs, and a lot more.
Now, let's say you're the Prince family, the Royal family, and these other family channels, the Ace family, and you say, oh, I'm not a family channel. Me? I'm not a family channel, guys. I'm adult content. Click. FTC is still gonna check, and they're gonna be like, oh, you say you're an adult channel, right? Why do you have kids on your videos? In fact, why do you have content that is targeted towards kids? Like, you're talking about this, you're doing pranks, challenges. Allegedly, that's considered kid content now. Allegedly. And guess what? If that happens, they can get in trouble and get fined this much, the amount I told you before, for each video. So Queen Naija, DDG, the Prince family, the Ace family, all those channels may be in huge ish if they tell everyone, YouTube, that it's adult content, but when it clearly looks like it's kid content, you know what I mean? Especially the Prince family, like it looks like a family channel, a kids kind of channel, and then they do weird things now and then. So they're definitely, I feel like they would definitely get in trouble. But that could possibly mean me as well, because I talk about these people, you know what I mean? So I do wonder, does that mean I will get in trouble because I'm talking about people that kids watch? So it is a possibility, but maybe it won't classify it as me because I'm kind of making fun of them in like I'm making jokes about them and reporting on news in like a comedy adult way, you know? So I personally feel I'm not going to be at risk at all. It's pretty tough at YouTube. If you're too adult, you're going to get demonetized. If you're too kid family friendly, you're going to fail and your profit is going to be cut in a huge way. Allegedly, you're not going to have targeted ads on your channel anymore when you're considered a kid's thing. So that means you will lose a lot of money. So a lot of these family channels are going to be out of business. I do feel really bad for them. And at the same time, I know there's going to be opportunity in this. For example, more ads are going to be coming to adult content like mine, my friends who have been getting demonetized all the time. I think advertisements are going to have no choice but to put more ads on channels like that, or channels that are like in the middle, you know what I mean? So maybe channels that get demonetized all the time won't be good, but channels in the middle will do really good, you know what I mean? I think there's a lot of opportunity here, but I do hope maybe there can be a lesson here and everyone can learn. YouTube can do better. Like, half of it's kind of like YouTube's fault. No shade to YouTube, but the FTCA, the way they want to come for us and stuff like that, I don't know, it's a bit, I don't know, it's a bit much. At the end of the day, kids' parents should be doing the parenting, not you. You know what I mean? I feel like they want YouTube to take the parents' role. I don't know. I do understand like protecting kids' privacy and stuff. I definitely agree with that. I do feel that's kind of weird. I definitely think I agree with them totally on that, protecting kids' privacy and information like that. And we've had a lot of bad issues regarding kids' channels with weird, creepy men using the comment section as like a pickup. I don't want to go into details, but it was really bad. Completely get that. And I definitely feel that YouTube isn't for kids and shouldn't be for kids, in my personal opinion. And I'm glad this is happening because little kids ain't going to be in my comment section anymore once my channel is considered adult, which I'm going to be doing after this video. And this is why I need you guys to listen to this. You guys, apparently once I click this channel to be only for adults, you are not going to be able to see my content anymore or get notification if you let your kid use your YouTube channel. How does YouTube do that? I know, right? Like, how does YouTube do that without collecting data and information? Because then they break the FTC by finding out you are a kid. But apparently they find out when you're, well, let's say you watch a kid's show or something like that, YouTube sees your channel, apparently. I don't know how true this is. It's probably a grain of salt, but take this with a grain of salt. But apparently they take this information, you watch some kid's show or something like that, and they go, oh, it's a kid's channel. Don't let this channel get like notifications, all that stuff. Don't recommend adult content, blah, blah, blah. Throw them away, basically. And basically, you won't get notifications on my channel anymore. So apparently, they're the things that's going to happen. And some of you guys probably already experiencing this. You can't find my channel. You're like, what's going on? It's because I'm changing my thing. And that's why you need to create an Instagram account and you need to follow me on Instagram. That's the only way to do it. I'm a lot more active on Instagram than I am Twitter. You have to do it. So make sure to follow 2 of my Instagram accounts, The Real Martin Lewis and Martin Lewis Leads, okay? Because again, you may never see this channel or get notifications or whatever, so follow that account. Let's get into, am I able to do drama videos? As you guys know, terms of services are changing and there's this new thing because James Charles got accused of some horrible things. Jeffree Star was being an asshole, that girl was being an asshole, and they accused him of some stuff and it was horrible, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna go into detail. You know, James Charles is like best friends with Susan. Then you got Superwoman who whinges about everyone criticizing her. She's like best friends with Susan. And basically Susan wants to find a line, I guess. And she doesn't want YouTubers going up against YouTubers. So basically what it sounds like is that you can't talk about a content creator. I feel that as long as I might have to have a disclaimer at the start of my video again, but this one to be more clear, because I think it comes down to not sending people hate. It all comes down to that. And if I have a clear disclaimer explaining not to give hate and all that stuff, I personally feel that it is fine to give criticism and stuff like that, because I think YouTube just doesn't want you to send your audience to them and hate on them. It's all that stuff. So I might be safe if I have a disclaimer. Saying that, maybe I won't be, and I might have to name these YouTubers some character names and make like a snail broke up with the turtle, you know what I mean? I might have to change it around, but then kid content might come around. FTC might be like, it's children. I'm just gonna have to like make up names and say that it's a story and that it's not real, and you guys have to decode every single video and try to figure out who I'm talking about. That might have to be the case. Or I can charge you guys like Gossip City, but I don't want to do that to you guys. But maybe I should. $1 a month to hear all the tea. No way, I would never do that. Or should I? At this point, I'm gonna just move to a website that ends with HUP. You know, I have been thinking about that. I'm like, maybe I should put my content there. Like, damn. So yeah, it's not the end of the world for me, but for my content, maybe, it might be. I really don't know, but I will always fight for it because I really enjoy this and I really enjoy what I'm doing. So if it's not on YouTube, it will be somewhere else. And yeah, like I said, subscribe to my vlog channel because I might not be doing drama videos anymore. I might have to sit there and eat shit all day, probably that, and get fat. I don't know. But yeah guys, sorry for this really long video with no funny edits and all that shit. If I made some jokes, I hope I did. I hope you laughed. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next drama video until the rules come out. Alright, peace. Hustle.